आप सभी लोग हमारी तरफ से एक प्यार भरा नमस्ते,
नमस्कार,
वेलकम,
नमस्कार,
खुशामदीद,
अस्सलाम वालेकुम,
सत श्री अकाल,
మీకు అందరికీ వందనము,
जय स्वामी नारायण,
जय श्री कृष्ण।
जय जिनेंद्र,
हमारे स्माइली भाई बंधुओं को बोलते हैं या अली मदद।
मोलाली बदल बोलते हुए सारे फीजी बंदर को बोलेगा नीसा बोला बरजन। हम आ गए हैं आपके प्यारे महिमा के द्वारे, मैं से फालतू बाबा
And of course, myself, फालतू रानी लेकर आपके लिए और drive time that's going to make it totally exciting and totally मस्तानी बंद जाने।
खुदा बरजन। Of course, let me tell you, 206 days फालतू 206 days हो गया है शेल्टरिंग प्लेस करते करते वाले।
Wow, अल्तू बाबा,
Can you imagine?
seriously?
206 days फालतू, and as of tomorrow it'll be 207 days फालतू, and as of day after tomorrow it's going to be 208 days of sheltering place फालतू।
Very good, गिनती आ गई ना अल्तू।
गिनती की बात नहीं है, मैं तो बोल रहा हूँ how it's going to progress all the way, because next time you're going to know about this, I'm going to announce about this specifically, it's going to be on Monday. That's going to be 210th day.
Oh my God! Altu,
Yes.
Very good. You know now. Skip counting. Very
Nah,
good.
skip counting, man. 2 days I can't give them anything, right? Today what, 206?
Yeah.
206.
Yeah.
Tomorrow 207.
You're anyway
Day after
going to give
tomorrow,
that.
208.
No, we're going to be here with Beria Bakpak.
Yeah, but specifically, good morning, they're not going to hear. Faltani, come on, yeah. I got to be mindful of all these things, right? Anyway, President, right now, I do understand you guys are wondering, oh my God, the weather's changing. Is it going to get colder? Well, it has been getting colder, brother. It's somewhere in the lower 60s, 63 approximately. Might go in the lower 70s, at 70, 71, I suppose, maximum 70. I think 72. It's going to be cloudy all day. Is it going to rain? No, I don't think chances of rain in there still as of now. But probably the cast might actually end up and we might have some rain afterwards. But right now it's not in the forecast, at least for today. So yeah, you're not going out anywhere, so watch out. If it rains, probably it's even more dangerous for us because people are... Oh, by the way, Faltwari, are the flu shots out? People can go take flu shots right now?
Yes. In fact, in Santa Clara County, I think Valley Medical Hospital and all the Valley Medical Clinics, they have flu shots that they're giving out. I think, in fact, it's free, right?
Oh, interesting. So, but then,
I'm
yeah,
not
please
sure.
go get it done is what they're saying. Because, yeah, some of the places, you're right, Faldan, they're offering free flu shots. I don't know about the one places in Walmart, probably they charge a nominal fee, but I think Valley Medical is free, I suppose. We'll post you some information on our Facebook page and also on our news blog, mediamahima.com. But right now, I know you guys are wondering, oh my God, what's happening with the roads? जाके देखते बन रास्ते का हाल एकदम टोटल सस्ते में.
It's time for the Bandu traffic update. Call us from wherever you are at 408-912-2479.
That's right, Banjan. Wherever you are, you can give us a call and tell me, hey, I'm stuck in traffic here. Why didn't you talk about that? Well, I don't have to talk about all those things, right? But because right now, the Bay Area is looking totally like COVID situation, Fatwari. It reminds me of the days, good old days.
What are you talking about? I
early
saw
COVID.
traffic on the road, Altu.
Yeah, there's traffic on there, but no incidents, nah.
That's
Interesting part, no incidents. But yeah, there's a little bit of congestion on 880. As you know, 880 always sucks over there, right? Pretty much 92 ke aaspaas. Going forward towards San Lorenzo, actually, there's a huge backup.
Right.
The backup is almost like around 4 exits.
Oh, wow.
Heading south, matlab southbound 880 pe, not northbound. Northbound is still fine and everything. But some accidents and some incidents report far off places. Especially near Berkeley, of course, there's a report of an accident on 80. It's not much of a reference for us right now because many people actually are going that places. High wind advisory is in effect on 580 eastbound and westbound, actually, near the Vasco Road, Livermore, right? That's something. And also report of, I think there's fog. No, Sausalito, actually, Golden Gate Bridge, right? Sausalito, there actually is an accident which is blocking the left lane. But I don't see much of a traffic impact. Why do I say block? I got to check the calendar, the camera. Yes, Banjan, we have cameras to watch out all these things. But it's actually it's public access, suppose. If anybody can access those traffic cameras, not for spying on somebody, Banjan, just for traffic cameras only. And that's what we share. And I don't see much of it anywhere else, by the way. So it's good roads all the way. It's nice, Faltwani.
Very good.
And right now, let's do a quick look at the headlines for you guys. And headlines again, you can actually go read up in detail on the news blog mediamahima.com. Like, Father, what's the headlines for today?
Well, there was a conspiracy that we shared yesterday to kidnap Michigan's governor, right?
Yeah. What happened to that?
I'll bring you more details about that. But in the same state, there's going to be major job losses that are brought by Trump's steel tariffs. With the pandemic dominating the U.S. election, older voters are turning away from Trump. McConnell says pre-election COVID-19 deal is unlikely. Biden's first step on taxes may be cracking down on cheats, Democrats say. China claims coronavirus broke out in world's various parts last year. It only reported first. TRP manipulation scam. Mumbai police summons Republic TV CFO. News coming from Nashik is that an HAL employee has been held for supplying secret information to Pak spy agency ISI.
Whoa.
Yeah. In business news, the S&P 500 and Dow track second straight weekly gains ahead of the US election on stimulus optimism. Chinese military spokesperson tells the US to stop provocative actions. Twitter imposes restrictions, more warning labels ahead of the US election. And Pakistan has blocked the social media app TikTok for immoral and indecent content. And finally, from the EU, Huawei has been ousted from the heart of EU, and instead Nokia wins Belgian 5G contracts.
Wow. Well, we'll talk more about that. But almost sad news for everybody out there is the fact that TikTok happens to be the most popular. Yeah. The most popular app amongst teenagers. That's right, Baranjan. It has beat out even the Instagram, which initially was a big thing for them. But right now, all the youngsters are supposedly, Falwani, choosing to go for TikTok as opposed to the Instagram feature, which is actually American product, right?
Oh, I don't know. I don't like TikTok at all, Altu Baba. I think it's such a... it's a very contrite feature.
Well, I don't know. It's pretty much exactly. It feeds on the same, the what should I say? The same, the voyeuristic approach to Instagram and everything else, right? People actually watching people's lives.
Not just that. It also feeds on the narcissistic tendencies of people, where everybody thinks that they're an actor and a star. Which is true.
That's fine.
But at the same time, it's like random. I mean, so many TikToks, and people don't realize they're exposing their lives.
Well, I don't know about that part. Yeah. I don't know how. We don't know how it's going to be like, how people can actually manipulate until they're actually manipulated.
Yeah.
We'll know only after it's been manipulated. Always like, hindsight, right? But here's a nice song for you guys, Benja, for today. It's a beautiful song in the voice of Mahendra Kapoor Saab from the movie Humraz.
और न सर झुका के जियो, गमों का दौर भी आए तो मुस्कुरा के जियो, न मुँह छुपा के जियो और न सर झुका के जियो, न मुँह छुपा के जियो और न सर झुका के जियो. घटा में छुप के सितारे फना नहीं होते, घटा में छुप के सितारे फना नहीं होते, अंधेरी रात के अंधेरी रात के दिल में दिए जला के जियो, न मुँह छुपा के जियो और न सर झुका के जियो, गमों का दौर भी आए तो मुस्कुरा के जियो, न मुँह छुपा के जियो और न सर झुका के जियो. जाने कौन सा पल मौत की अमानत हो, ना जाने कौन सा पल मौत की अमानत हो, हर एक पल की खुशी को गले लगा के जियो, न मुंह छुपा के जियो और न सर झुका के जियो ओ गमों का दौर भी आए तो मुस्कुरा के जियो न मुंह छुपा के जियो
वाह क्या यार मस्त सीख है फादरनी. This is also Shalinder, right? Or is it I'm thinking who Sahil Luधियानवी. Yes. One of the gems of our industry, Banajan, who give us some wonderful songs. Kya meaning is in Valdwani? You know, it says like, you know, you don't have to worry about things. You know, you never know when it's going to be the last moment.
Right.
And embrace every moment as your happy moment, right?
Huh.
And exactly what you got to do, Banajan. COVID ke beech mein kitne sare, you know, so many sad news coming here and there. Yeah, November 13th, many is giving a lot of stress to many people actually.
Number what?
November 3rd, sorry.
Yeah.
November 3rd is giving a lot of stress to many people. You know, actually, Faldwani, I was in a meeting with some people yesterday. No, day first yesterday. They were saying, oh, depending on the November 3rd, some of them are planning to move to Canada.
Well, that's what we heard in 2016 too, and some people did actually move.
But some people stayed.
Well, you know what? People need to stay and fight.
What?
Yes, you need to.
Come
You
on,
need to
fight against the militia?
Ah,
Well, I'll tell you what, non-violence is the best way to do it.
yeah.
Let's burn all, no, can't do that. We're actually part of America. Nobody's taken over, right?
Nobody.
Yeah, but anyway, we actually got to be
At least
resolute.
not yet, and it's all in our hands, Panajan, at the end of the day.
Hey, but you know what, Faldwani? All our speculations and all our, conspiracy theories
Huh?
are kind of actually materializing right now. Did you
Huh?
see that latest video of him propagated right now on social media?
No.
Of our Supreme Leader? He says,
It's your supreme leader, not mine.
of our Supreme Leader, Faldwani. Come
No,
on,
he's
let's
not.
accept it right now. Faldwani.
He's not.
Fine,
He's not.
unless until you accept a problem, you'll not know how to find a solution to it, Faldwani.
Alto Baba. Chal aage bata kya hai?
Well, okay, but you actually get more on the news anyways about it. But of course, he's going on saying that no, people should not get worried about COVID. They need to come out and stay safe.
Come out and stay safe.
Yes.
Because he's got Regeneron or whatever that thing is that he's getting everybody to.
Oh, no. He claims that, I might be immune to it.
Yeah.
I might be immune to it. But you got to come out. Don't let the COVID fear, keep you inside. Come
Yeah.
out. Stay safe, is what he said. But he said safe. So nice of him, right? I told you, he's a benevolent leader.
Oh God.
What? Okay, Banjan, right now it's time for us to go and see the news in detail. So, Faltrani, let's start with COVID. I heard some news about COVID actually increasing in terms of number of COVID cases in the US. Is it true?
Well, right now, the US is averaging more than 45,000 positive COVID-19 tests a day. More than double of what it was in June, Banajan. It's an enormous increase because that's stoking even more concern for a potentially devastating winter with flu season on our back, right? The CDC is predicting deaths in the US to reach at about 233,000 by the end of this month. And the projections from the University of Washington's Institute for Health Metrics and Evaluation show more than 2,900 Americans could die daily by January. A vaccine, and remember, this is not positive tests, Banajan. It's talking about 2,900 Americans dying daily. Okay. Vaccine efforts are revving up around the world to prevent such tragic outcomes. China just joined the World Health Organization's COVAX initiative, which aims to provide global access to effective COVID-19 vaccines. More than 75 high-income countries have committed money to the project. The US, of course, with severe ties with the WHO, and Russia are not among them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're not doing anything about it.
Okay, but let me tell you one thing, Banjan, because I need you guys to understand one thing. Do you remember when he got diagnosed with COVID?
Yeah, last Thursday.
Last Thursday, and you know how it happened? He didn't have symptoms. It was a routine check which they do for
Yes.
presidents.
Yeah.
Let me also tell you one thing, Banjan. COVID situation, if you want to Google it, go Google the facts about it. Symptoms appear in a matter of 2 to 14 days.
Yeah. 2 to 14 days.
Yeah.
So that means he was infected prior to that itself, is it?
No. He didn't have symptoms. He was tested on the routine test which they do for the president.
Yeah.
It was not because he had a symptom.
Oh, wow.
But so what I'm trying to say is the symptoms appear in 2 to 14 days, right? Symptoms can vary. Now, if at all you guys feel in your system like fever and chills,
Yeah.
that's one of the symptoms. Cough, shortness of breath, fatigue, muscle and body aches, headache, loss of taste and smell, sore throat, congestion or runny nose, nausea, vomiting or diarrhea. So basically, if any of these symptoms are there, they may be having the COVID-19 virus. Maybe. So get yourself tested at that immediately, okay, if possible. So emergency situation, of course, if at all people are having trouble breathing, that definitely you have to head rush towards the thing. Let's say people are feeling confused and they feel like, you know, there's under some kind of pressure in the chest and everything. It might be a panic attack, but also could be signs of a severe case of emergency case of COVID-19. So you got to watch out for those things. I just want to bring this to attention because people actually are thinking that just because the president is immune, 74 years old, they think that even they can be immune to this thing. Please don't do that. Yeah, be mindful of that, please.
Well, speaking of coronavirus, Binijan, or what he calls the China virus, China on Friday claimed that the coronavirus broke out in various parts of the world last year, but it was the only one to have reported and acted first, refuting the widely held view that the deadly contagion originated in Wuhan before turning out to be a pandemic. China, besides denying the US allegations that COVID-19 has emerged from a biolab in Wuhan, also rejected that it emanated from a wet market in the central Chinese city from bats or pangolins before infecting humans. Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson Hua Chunying told a media briefing that the coronavirus is a new kind of virus as more and more facts emerge as reports reveal. We all know that the pandemic broke out in various places in the world at the end of last year. While China was the first to report the outbreak, it identified the pathogen and shared the genome sequence with the rest of the world. This came in response to US Secretary Mike Pompeo's allegations of a cover-up by the ruling Communist Party of China, which is actually true, Banjan. The Trump administration closed down. Okay, I don't know if you paid attention to the vice presidential debate, but this was crucial for handling the coronavirus. There was the Obama-Biden administration had instituted infectious disease experts, a panel that was working in China. And in their desperate bid to undo everything that the Obama administration did, which Kamala Harris called out as an obsessive bid by President Donald Trump, they closed that down. They defunded it. They pulled back all the infectious disease experts. So they defunded that particular program, which made this even more suspect because we could have caught it way ahead of time if our people were in there also.
That's true.
Possibly.
Yeah.
So again, everything is a possibility, but what's done is done. What needs to be done is up to you in November, Banjan.
Yeah.
And of course, let's go on over and talk about the Gretchen Whitmer. This is a big story, Banjan. 13 people have been charged in an alleged domestic terrorism plot to overthrow several state governments and kidnap state officials, including Michigan Democratic Governor Gretchen Whitmer.
It makes you wonder what is the reason behind that. Have they told why they're doing it?
Well, that's what I'm coming to. They call themselves Wolverine Watchmen, it seems. And they're a militia group and were allegedly gathering intel on local law enforcement and training to attack the Michigan Capitol building. Whitmer thanked the FBI agents for foiling the plot and called out President Trump for, quote, giving comfort to those who spread fear and hatred and division, unquote. Trump and some conservative supporters have long criticized Whitmer for her stricter than average approach to coronavirus restrictions. There's been a nationwide increase in vigilante and militia activity in the wake of widespread protests and general political uncertainty, and concerns loom that militia groups are going to intimidate voters in election season as the election nears. Yes, actually they do have. Republicans are putting together and they're asking the Army for Trump volunteers to be present at election sites. This almost seems like gundagardi, right? Don't you think, Altu? Yeah. Anyway, let's go on over and also tell you that many older Americans have turned away from President Donald Trump this year as the coronavirus ravages the country, eroding an important Republican support base that helped propel him into the White House in 2016, according to a Reuters Ipsos polling data. And a report that came out. Trump and his Democratic opponent, Joe Biden, now split American voters aged 55 and older almost evenly. 47% are saying that they are voting for Biden, while 46% back Trump, according to this poll. This could be an alarming sign for the president, who trails Biden with 25 days to go before the election. Speaking of old people, Banajan, let's talk about Mitch McConnell. He says Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell said on Friday that the White House and the Congress were unlikely to reach a deal on COVID-19 economic situation ahead of the November 3rd election. We don't need another rescue package, but the proximity to the election and the differences of opinion, what is needed at this particular juncture, are pretty vast. Well, I'm sorry. My impression was more like Arnold Schwarzenegger. But
yeah. I'm back.
yeah, it sounded like that. But that's what he told at a news conference in his home state of Kentucky. Let's also tell you that one other news item that's coming up is that Trump's steel tariffs, right? Although he promised a new dawn for the struggling U.S. steel industry in 2016, the lure of new jobs in Midwestern states, including Michigan, helped him eke out a surprise election for him in 2016. 4 years later, the Great Lakes Works, once among the country's largest steel plants, has shut down steel making operations and put 1,250 workers out of a job. A year before the June layoffs, plant owner United States Steel Corp called off a plan to invest $600 million in upgrades amid deteriorating market condition. And why? It was basically based on the steel tariffs that the Trump administration actually put in place. And let's go on over and tell you that Joe Biden will reverse Republican tax cuts for the wealthy and corporations on day one if he wins November's election. His Democratic running mate, Senator Kamala Harris, vowed on Wednesday's vice presidential debate. Other Democrats in Washington, however, say that that timeline looks overly ambitious, but a new Biden administration, which would be inaugurated on Jan 20, 2021, would likely face a still raging coronavirus pandemic and an economy deep in recession. There's one more, some news coming out from the international waters. Technically, Binajan, a Chinese military spokesperson, said on Friday that the U.S. destroyer John McCain had entered waters around the disputed Paracel Islands in the South China Sea, claimed by China without China's permission. We demand that the U.S. immediately stop such provocative actions, strictly control and restrict military operations in the sea and air, they said in a post on an official WeChat account, which is banned here in the United States. And S&P 500 is doing well, especially on the stimulus optimism, but I don't know how that's going to tank if, like Mitch McConnell says, it's not going to happen till after the elections. More on all that and also about what is happening with Republic TV. Why are they being investigated right now? And also with regard to the HAL employee who's being questioned and held for espionage. You can go to mediamahima.com. That's all we have for you on this morning's Good Morning Bay. We'll be back tonight live at 5 on the Pam Pam Show with beautiful Mastani Gaane. Tab tak ke liye hame ijazat dijiye. Have yourselves a fantastic Friday.
ना मुँह छुपा के जियो और न सर झुका के जियो, ना मुँह छुपा के जियो और न सर झुका के जियो। गमों का दौर भी आए तो मुस्कुरा के जियो, ना मुँह छुपा के जियो और न सर झुका के जियो, ना मुँह छुपा के जियो और न सर झुका के जियो।